maybe if you allow me, I'll give here just a little bit of a kind of quantum architecture of a human being.
Yes,
Um,
please.
we certainly know that the physical body that we have is just like the top of the iceberg. This is the visible part, and this is what most people relate themselves with, that I'm the physical body. And certainly now that we see clearly through the experiments of HeartMath Institute, Konstantin Korotkov, a doctor of science studies of the human biofield, we see that we're so much more than just a physical shell. And it takes a shift of the perspective, even for us to see that the iceberg has this part, 9 of 10s, underneath water. It took a shift in the perspective. So we stop looking at the iceberg as simply ice on top of the floating ice on top of the water, but we got to see that what's underneath the water and what's above the water. Same with the human body. Now, through these experiments with human biofield, we know that there is so much more to the physical level. So, physical body is just a shell and kind of crystallization of everything that we have deeper inside. From Chinese traditional medicine, we know that for years and centuries and thousand years, they have been working on the energy body, which is our vital energy, which is our connector to the quantum field. And this is already an invisible body that we have that runs all these energy meridians and all these intersections that you go to the acupuncturist and they would know exactly how to put you just a few needles and put it in the right spot, rotate it a little bit, and release the pressure from the entire system. Then, more to that, we have our astral body, which is in psychology we know as the subconscious mind. So, this is exactly all the programs that we run on the subconscious mind. They also imprinted somewhere. So, that is the astral body that holds space for our subconscious mind. And then we have our mental body, which is our conscious mind. This is our identity. And the way now modern quantum psychology sees the identity is that this is a way, in a way, the mask of a divingist that gives you the possibility to focus when you are underneath the water. So that identity allows us to focus in the material reality. And of course, it comes also with a set of programs. It comes with a set of ancestral programs, whatever, national programs, and so on and so forth. So then it's a construct indeed that that we all get from the, let's call it, inherited and kind of manifested through life. And then the thinner the identity gets, the more we clear up our underwater mask, the better perspective we have on life. So then back to what we spoke before, certainly when we have the identity that is so rigid and that is just grasping so much to how I want things to be without allowing how the a life consciousness that runs through you love the journey to unfold, that's where the problem kind of starts. But if that construct, the identity, is much more transparent, you are allowing yourself to be on the constant upgrade, and whatever comes your way, you take that with grace and you're like, huh, what's interesting here? Let's see what life is teaching me here. And then eventually you start going more and more towards transformation and change by yourself. I love how one of my mentors, Jonas Araf, says that the only person in this world that loves change is a baby who stays in the wet nappy. And that is so true.